right, everybody, we are here live for a 4-box break. 2014 Topps Opening Day Baseball. We're down to 8 boxes left. Need to pick 4. 1, 3, 5, 9. 12, 13, 15, 18. 3 and 5 will work, but need one other one. And 2 more. 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 18. One, 3, 5, 9. These last 4 boxes are going to be Monday afternoon. Monday afternoon will be the last of the opening day. One, 3, 5, 9. All right, guys, this break is sold out. It's brought to you by BCW Supplies. Protect, store, and display. Good luck, everybody. I think we'll open them all first. Get a mountain of packs going. All right, guys, that is what we're working with. Let's knock it down. Everett Cabrera, Wilmer Flores, Dustin Pedroia. Stars, Red Sox, Dustin Pedroia. Jennings, Phillips, and Robbie Erlin. Garrett Cole, Giancarlo Stanton, Taijuan Walker. Celebrations, Bryce Harper, Nationals. David Ortiz, Jose Reyes, Evan Gattis. Doug Fister, Kevin Gossman, Joey Votto. Kansas City Royals mascot, Nick Markakis, Jared Cosart, and Carlos Santana. Gene Segura, Shane Victorino, Enny Romero. Jason Greeley, fired up, Pirates. Austin Jackson, CC Sabathia, and Prince Fielder. Buster Posey, Jason Hayward. Breaking out, Tigers, Justin Verlander. The Hot Dog Cannon for the Phillies. The hot dog cannon, the greatest thing since the Philadelphia Hoagie, say some, shoots wieners deep into the stands of Citizen Bank Park. Mounted on a small truck, it is easy to operate. Simply load a foil-wrapped dog into the chamber and press the button. Craig Kimbrell, Chase Utley, and Adam Jones. Nick Swisher, Mike Zunino, Lance Lynn. Fired Up, Jared Weaver, Angels. Blue, Joe Kelly, Cardinals. The Blues are all numbered to 2014. James Paxton and Jared Weaver. Johnny Cueto, Jordan Zimmerman, Adrian Gonzalez. Superstar Celebrations, Red Sox, Johnny Gomes, V. Mart, Hunter Pence, and Mark Teixeira. Trevor Rosenthal, Zach Greinke, Zach Wheeler, T.C. Bear, Twins mascot, Mariano Rivera, Joe Nathan, and Matt Latos. Bryce Harper, Pablo Sandoval, Celebrations, Chris Davis, Orioles. Blue, Jays, Jose Reyes, Miguel Cabrera, Patrick Corbin, and Carl Crawford. Jim Henderson, Alex Rodriguez, Darwin Barney. Stars, Justin Upton, Braves. Rafael Soriano, Todd Helton, and Justin Verlander. Carlos Gomez, Mike Leake, Kyle Loesch. Felix Hernandez, Mariners, Stars. Howie Kendrick, J.J. Hardy, and Andrelton Simmons. Everett Cabrera, Wilmer Flores, T.C. Bear again. Blue, David Ortiz, Red Sox. Robinson Cano, Anthony Rendon, and Paul Konerko. Vato is the motto. Ryan Howard, Jeff Samardzija. Breaking Out, Joe Mauer, Twins. Blue, Ryan Braun, Brewers. Evan Longoria, Yevgeny Gallardo, and Aramis Ramirez. Mike Minor, Sean Doolittle, Yadier Molina. Fired Up, Yasiel Puig, Dodgers. Rookie Reds, Billy Hamilton, Josh Hamilton, and Jed Gyorko. Trevor Rosenthal, Zach Greinke, Matt Carpenter. Celebrations, Orioles, Chris Davis again. Jennings, Josh Reddick, and Ryan Zimmerman. Ryu, Jason Kipnis, Ian Desmond. Breaking Out, Nationals, Steven Strasburg, Pedro Alvarez, Ryan Braun, and Michael Kadire. C.J. Wilson, Alex Rios, Tyler Skaggs, Mr. Met, mascot, Bobby Parnell, Tony Cingrani, and Koji Uehara. Travis Leonard, Matt Adams, Nick Castellanos, Clayton Kershaw, Opening Day Stars. David Price, Jonathan Scope, Jason Worth. On this day, I see clearly. Yoenis Cespedes, Troy Tulowitzki. Fired Up, David Wright. Adam Wainwright, Blue, Cardinals. Greg Holland, Felix Hernandez, and Madison Bumgarner. Manny Machado, Jason Greeley, Junior Lake. Fired Up, Red Sox, Dustin Pedroia, Jacoby Ellsbury, Christian Yelich, and Albert Pujols. Derek Jeter, Torrey Hunter, John Lester, Chris Davis, Opening Day Stars. Blue, Michael Choice, Rookie, Rangers, Matt Davidson, and Eric Hosmer. Bryce Harper, Pablo Sandoval, Max Scherzer, Andrew McCutcheon breaking out, Pirates. Matt Kemp, Ian Kinsler, and Dave Wright. Dog depend on God. Yanel Escobar, Ben Revere, Zach Wheeler. Breaking out, Yankees, Robbie Cano. Kendry Morales, Blue, Mariners. Ryan Braun and Michael Kadire. Adam LaRoche, Brian McCann, David Freese. Toronto Blue Jays, mascot. Blue rookie, James Paxton, Mariners. R.A. Dickey and Kendry Morales. Paul Goldschmidt, Shin Soo Choo, Joey Votto is the motto. Opening day stars, David Wright. Joe Mets, Joe Kelly, Michael Waka, and Jared Cosart. Mark Trumbo, Brian Dozier, Josh Donaldson. Screech, Samuel Powers, Nationals. Kyle Seager, Shelby Miller, and Steven Strasburg. Yanel Escobar, Ben Revere, Alfonso Soriano. Superstar Celebrations, Fred Freeman. Braves. Nate Shearhills, Matt Cain, and Jofer. Will Myers, Matt Harvey, good day. Buster Posey breaking out, Giants. Diamondbacks, Martin Prado. Ooh. Cargo, Chris Davis, and Clay Kershaw. Brandon Belt, James Shields, Adrian Gonzalez. Wally, the Green Monster, Red Sox. Markakis, Santana, and Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence. Wade Miley, Colton Wong. Yadi Molina. Celebrations, Aramis Ramirez, Brewers. Blue, Andrew Lambeau, rookie Pirates. Mark Teixeira and Yevgeny Gallardo. Alfonso Soriano, Will Myers, Ian Desmond. Adrian Gonzalez, fired up, Dodgers. Pedro Alvarez, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Christian Yelich. Jay Bruce, Dominic Brown, Hiroki Kuroda. Indians, Celebrations, Jason Kipnis, Billy Butler, Derek Holland, and Mike Choice, rookie. Aroldis Chapman, Mike Trout, Yonder Alonso, King Felix breaking out. No, fired up, Mariners. Joey Bats, Will Middlebrooks, and Carlos Beltran. Starling Marte, Jose Altuve, Jeremy Hellboy, Yasiel Puig, Stars, Dodgers. Jimmy Rollins, Cliff Lee, and Martin Perez. Frank Liriano, Anthony Rizzo, Nick Castellanos, Jonas Cespedes breaking out A's. Look at here now. Look at here now. For the Yankees, Brian McCann. Photo variation. Yankees, Victor Martinez, Aramis Ramirez. Photo variation. McCann at the press conference. Yankees. The Yankees win. What are those actually called? This is base card variation. One every 222 packs. Congrats to the Yankees. Matt Harvey, Aroldis Chapman, Mike Trout, Buster Posey, Stars, Giants. Seager, Pujols, and Matt Davidson. Hanley Ramirez, Clay Buckles, David Freese. Fired up, Adrian Gonzalez, Dodgers. Evan Longoria, Josh Hamilton, and Jed Gyorko. Chris Sale, Garrett Cole, Giancarlo Stanton. Breaking out, Angels, Mike Trout, Chris Johnson, Alan Craig, and Martin Prado. Starling Marte, Jose Altuve. Gapper, Reds mascot. Blue Indians, Carlos Santana. Naturos, Eric Hosmer, and Shelby Stanga Miller. Shelby! Buster Posey, Jason Hayward Bay. CC Sabathia, all fired up, Yankees. Howard Kendrick, Blue, Angels. Adrian Beltre, Nelly Cruz, and Roy Halladay. Halladay. Nick Swisher, Jerickson, Profar. Derek Jeter, Stars, Yankees. David Ortiz. What do you know? Another photo variation, Red Sox. Aaron Hicks, Stalin Castro, and Chris Archer. Red Sox and Yankees getting the variations. I believe these are the first two of the case. Boston Strong. Nolan Arenado. Trevor Plouffe, Junior Lake. Celebrations, Pablo Sandoval. Giants. Carlos Gonzalez, Strauss, Matt Cain. Ubaldo Jimenez, Andre Renzo, John Lester. Breaking out, David Wright, Mets. Joey Bats, Jofer, and Chris Davis. Mike Zanino, Joe Mauer, Dinger, Rockies mascot. Start a cheer, Tampa Bay Rays. Raymond, Tampa Bay's Sea Dog mascot, will do anything to get the Rays fans going, from wiggling his big belly to banging on a drum. The blue-furred creature also rouses the crowd by dancing a jig, playing air guitar, and pestering the opposition. Rays. Must have been 100 of them beating on a drum. David Ortiz, Chase Headley, William Rosario. We fired once more and they began again. Wasn't that as many as there was a while ago? Doug Fister, Kevin Gossman, Stars, Strasburg Nats. Chris Johnson, Blue Braves. Billy Hamilton, rookie, David Price, and Jonathan Scope. Carlos Gomez, Mike Leake, Yu Darvish. Barry Zito, speaking about playing the guitar, Celebrations, Giants. Mets, Blue, David Wright. Jose Reyes, and Evan Gattis. Alex Gordon, Matt Holliday, Josh Donaldson. Matt Carpenter, fired up, Cardinals. Blue, Carlos Santana, Indians. Clayton Kershaw and Will Middlebrooks. Nolan Arenado, Trevor Plouffe. Julio Teheran, Mariner Moose, mascot. R.A. Dickey, Blue Jays. Mike Napoli, Todd Frazier. Ubaldo Jimenez, Andre Renzo, Coco Crisp. Paul Goldschmidt, Celebrations, D-backs. Johnny Gomes, Sonny Gray, and Tim Lincecum. Jonas Cespedes, Troy Tulowitzki, Yonder Alonso. Giancarlo Stanton, Stars, Marlins. Jimmy Rollins, Carlos Beltran, and Cliff Lee. Johnny Cueto, Jordan Zimmerman, Hiroki Kuroda. Orbit, Astros mascot. Billy Butler, Jason Worth, and R.A. Dickey. C.J. Wilson, Alex Rios, Taiwan Walker. Strasburg breaking out, Nats. Craig Kimbrell, Chase Utley, and Adam Pac-Man Jones. Paul Goldschmidt, Shin, Su, Chu, Jeremy Hellickson. Pause. Play. Pause. Tigers, mascot. Johnny Gomes, Martin Perez, and Mike Napoli. Alex Gordon, Matt Holliday, Jake Marisnik. Breaking out, Pirates, Andrew McCutcheon, Ventura rookie, Andrew Lambeau rookie, and Adam Wainwright. Wainey! I'd say we're pretty close to the halfway point. Justin Upton, Xander Bogaerts rookie, Orioles mascot. Blue on Craig Cards, Austin Jackson, Justin Verlander, and Anthony Rendon. Ryan Howard, Jeff Samardzija, Jurickson Profar. Superstar Celebrations, Jose Bautista. Kendry Morales, Derek Hollins Opus, and Michael Choice. Mike Minor, Sean Doolittle, Joe Mauer. Breaking out, Joey Votto, Reds. Blue, Patrick Corbin, D-backs. Alan Craig and Martin Prado. Brett Gardner, Elvis Andrews, Lance Lynn. Fired up, Brett Lowry, Blue Jays. Howard Kendrick, James Paxton, and Jared Weaver. Edwin Encarnacion, Andrew McCutcheon. Stars, Goldschmidt, D-backs. Blue, Hunter Pence, Giants. Bobby Parnell, J.J. Hardy, and Andrelton Simmons. Brandon Belt, James Shields. Superstar Celebrations, Dodgers, Yasiel Puig, Michael Kadire, Rockies. Giordano Ventura, Todd Frazier, and Sonny Gray. Wade Miley, Colton Wong, Julio Teheran. Breaking out, Felix Hernandez, Mariners. Greg Holland, Tim Lincecum, and Andrew Lambeau. Frank Liriano, Anthony Rizzo. Coco Crisp, Jared Weaver. Fired up, Angels. Joe Kelly, Adam Wainwright. Felix Hernandez. Yes, this is that break. Cole Hamels, Yasiel Puig, Kyle Loesch, Orioles mascot, Chris Medlin, Tony Cingrani, and Koji Uehara. So far, our two hits are two photo variations. Brian McCann, Yankees, and David Ortiz, Red Sox. One every 200 packs or something. 222. 222. Hanley Ramirez played Buckles, Jake Marisnik. David Ortiz, opening day Stars, Red Sox. Blue rookie Royals, Giordano Ventura. Madison Bumgarner, Michael Wacha. And I'd say we're a little past the halfway point. Justin Upton, Xander Bogaerts, Tyler Skaggs. Celebrations, Justin Upton, Braves. John Papelbon, Matt Moore, and Adam Dunn. Do you have the Yankees? Travis Giannaud, Matt Adams. Yu Darvish, fired up. Matt Carpenter, Cardinals. Chris Johnson, Nelly Cruz, and Roy Halladay. Nick Franklin, where is he? There he is. Carlos Ruiz, Matt Carpenter. Celebrations, Justin Upton, Braves. Soriano, Canerco, and Josh Reddick. Yes, that's me. No, that's me. I gotta throw some of these away. Back to live action. Adam LaRoche, Brian McCann. Confirmed variation. Jay Bruce. Stars, Mike Trout, Angels. Adrian Beltre, Starlin Castro, and Chris Archer. Gene Segura, Shane Victorino, Max Scherzer. Mike Trout, Angels breaking out. Robinson Cano, Ryan Zimmerman, and Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp. Jim Henderson, Alex Rodriguez, Sergio Romo. Yu Darvish, fired up, Rangers. Blue, Desmond Jennings, Rays. Ian Kinsler and David Wright. Don Brown. Chris Sale. Slider. Indians mascot. Blue, Jed Garco, Padres. Aaron Hicks, Chase Headley, and Willen Rosario. Travis D'Arnaud, Matt Adams, Nick Castellanos. Philly Fanatic, Billy Butler, David Price, and Jonathan Scope. Bryce Harper, Pablo Sandoval, Matt Carpenter. Manny Machado breaking out, Orioles. Robbie Cano, Josh Reddick, and Ryan Zimmerman. Ryu, Kipnis, Max Scherzer. Fired up, David Wright, Mets. Des Jennings, Matt Kemp, and Ian Kinsler. Adam LaRoche, Brian McCann. Celebrations, Buster Posey, Giants. Billy Hamilton, rookie, blue for the Reds. Chris Johnson, Jason Worth, and R.A. Dickey. Jay Bruce, Dominic Brown, David Freese. Breaking out, Brewers, Ryan Braun. Adrian Beltre, Kendry Morales, and Derek Holland. Manny Machado, Jason Greeley. Stars, Carlos Gonzalez, Rockies. Blue, Derek Holland, Rangers. Mariano Rivera, David Wright, and Brandon Phillips. Derek Jeter, Troy Hunter. Sergio Romo, Fredberg, Cardinals. Miggy Cabrera, Robbie Erlin, and Joe Nathan. Chris Sale, Garrett Cole. Hiroki Kuroda. Fired up, Rangers, Yu Darvish. Michael Choice, Alan Craig, and Martin Prado. Mike Trout, Starling Marte, Junior Lake. Celebrations, Andrelton Simmons, Braves. Blue, Christian Yelich, Marlins. Eric Hosmer, Shelby Miller. Mark Trumbo, Brian Dozier, Dustin Pedroia. Celebrations, Royals, Alex Gordon. Matt Latos, Patrick Corbin, and Carl Crawford. Giancarlo Stanton, Buster Posey, Jerickson Profar. Joey Votto, Reds, Stars. Jofer, Blue, Marlins. Nelson Cruz, Roy Halladay. Jose Altuve, Nolan Arenado. John Lester. Jay Bruce, breaking out, Reds. Carlos Gonzalez, Steven Strauss, and Matt Cain. Trevor Plouffe, Ubaldo Jimenez, Andre Rienzo. Fired up, Bryce Harper, Nationals. Joey Bats, Jofer, and Chris Davis. Nick Swisher, Jason Hayward, Joe Mauer. Oakland Athletics mascot, Aaron Hicks, Stalin Castro, and Chris Archer. Alex Gordon, Matt Holliday. Stars, Yu Darvish, Rangers. Rookie, Blue, Matt Davidson, White Sox. Jimmy Rollins, Clayton Kershaw, and Will Middlebrooks. Mike Zunino, Carlos Gomez, Mike Leake. Superstar Celebrations, Mike Napoli, Red Sox. Big Papi, Chase Headley, and Willen Rosario. C.J. Wilson, Alex Rios. Breaking out, Troy Tulowitzki, Rockies. Roy Halladay, Phillies, Blue. Craig Kimbrell, Jose Reyes, and Evan Gattis. Jonas Cespedes, Troy Tulowitzki, Josh Donaldson. Bernie Brewer, Johnny Gomes, Carlos Beltran, and Cliff Lee. Paul Goldschmidt, Shin, Sue, Chu. Yonder Alonso, White Sox. Adam Dunn celebrating. Ventura rookie, Martin Perez, and Mike Napoli. Brett Gardner, Elvis Andrus, Yu Darvish. Fired up, Red Sox, laser show. Howie Kendrick, Chase Utley, and Adam Pac-Man Jones. Edwin Encarnacion, Andrew McCutcheon. Tawan Walker, rookie. Stars, Miguel Cabrera. What have we here now? Racing Presidents, Washington Nationals. In the fourth inning of Washington Nationals home games, foam-headed presidential characters compete in a foot race. Through 2013, Abe had won the most contests, followed by George, Tom, Teddy, and Bill. Abe Lincoln, 239 wins. James Paxton and Jared Weaver. Brandon Belt, James Shields, Jeremy Hellickson. Breaking out, Bryce Harper, Nationals. Blue, Nate Shearholtz, Cubs. Todd Frazier and Sonny Gray. Wade Miley, Colton Wong, Julio Teheran. Fired up, David Price, Rays. Greg Holland, Tim Lincecum, Andrew Lambeau. Cole Hamels, Yasiel Puig, Lance Lynn. The Swinging Friar, Padres. Jason Worth, Blue Nats. J.J. Hardy and Andrelton Simmons. Frank Liriano, Anthony Rizzo. Coco Crisp. Stars, Joe Mauer, Twins. Joe Kelly, Adam Wainwright, and Felix Hernandez. Justin Upton, Xander Bogaerts. Kyle Loesch. Celebrations, Josh Donaldson, A's. Bobby Parnell, Tony Cingrani, and Koji Uehara. Hanley Ramirez, Clay Buckles. Pirate Parrot, Pirates. Mark Teixeira, blue, Yankees. Nick Markakis, Mad Bumgarner, and Michael Wacha. Nick Franklin, Carlos Ruiz, Tyler Skaggs. Breaking out, Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw. Chris Medlin, Matt Moore, and Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn. Doug Fister, Kevin Gossman, Jake Marisnick. Torrey Hunter, Tigers, celebrating. V. Mart, Jared Cosart, Carlos Santana. Gene Segura, Shane Victorino. Felix Hernandez, fired up, Mariners. Todd Frazier, blue, Reds. Reds, blue. Jonathan Papelbon, Jose Iglesias. Freddie Freeman, Reds, blue. No, Reds, blue. Johnny Cueto. Jordan Zimmerman, Joey Votto. Evan Longoria breaking out, Rays. Evan Longoria, the real. Hunter Pence and Mark Teixeira. Ryan Howard from Subway. Jeff Samardzija, Adrian Gonzalez. Fired up, Adam Wainwright, blue, Matt Moore, Rays. Yevgeny Gallardo, Aramis, Ramirez. Jim Henderson, Alex Rodriguez, Hisashi Iwakuma. Stars, Bryce Harper, Nationals. Austin Jackson, CC Sabathia, and Prince Fielder. Mike Minor, Sean Doolittle, Yadier Molina. Stars, Ryan Braun. Billy Hamilton, Reds, Josh Hamilton, and Jed Gyorko. Everett Cabrera, Wilmer Flores. Annie Romero, Rangers, Captain. Rafael Soriano, Todd Helton, and Justin Verlander. Trevor Rosenthal, Zach Greinke. Darwin Barney. Celebrations, Dodgers. Carl Crawford. Blue, Adam Jones, Orioles. Anthony Rendon, Paul Konerko. Nick Franklin, Carlos Ruiz, Hisashi Iwakuma. Breaking out, Giants, Buster Posey. Brandon Phillips, blue, Reds. Jose Iglesias and Fred Freeman. Gene Segura, Shane Victorino. Annie Romero. Breaking out, Nationals, Bryce Harper. Rafael Soriano, Freddie Freeman, and C.C. Pick up that guitar and talk to me. Wade Miley. Colton Wong, Jake Marisnick. Breaking out, Justin Verlander, Tigers. Joe Kelly, Adam Wainwright, and King Felix. Frank Liriano, Anthony Rizzo. Fired up, Craig Kimbrell, Braves. Miguel Cabrera, Tigers, blue. Nick Markakis, Madison Bumgarner, and Michael Wacha. Who would be calling this early? Jim Henderson, Alex Rodriguez, Darwin Barney. Indians, Jason Kipnis, fired up. Prince Fielder, Todd Helton, and Justin Verlander. All right, guys, home stretch. Under a box to go. I'm spent. Everett Cabrera, Wilmer Flores, Matt Carpenter. Opening day stars, Matt Kemp, Dodgers. Blue Pirates, Pedro Alvarez, Anthony Rendon, Paul Konerko. Trevor Rosenthal, Zach Greinke, Max Scherzer. Atlanta Braves mascot, Robbie Cano and the Mariners, Josh Reddick, and Ryan Zimmerman. Mike Minor, Sean Doolittle, Travis D'Arnaud. Fired up, Brandon Phillips, Reds. Billy Hamilton, Reds, rookie. Jonathan Scope, and Jason Worth. Matt Adams, Adam LaRoche. Stars, Steven Strasburg, Nats. Blue, Yevgeny Gallardo, Brewers. Billy Butler, R.A. Dickey, and Kendry Morales. Brian McCann, Jay Bruce, David Freese. Slider for the Indians. Chris Johnson, Derek Holland, and Michael Choice. Dominic Brown, Chris Sale, Hiroki Kuroda. Jose Bautista, Celebrations. The Hot Dog Race, Indians. Diva Onion. That's funny. Alan Craig, Martin Prado. Garrett Cole, Giancarlo Stanton, Jurickson, Profar. Breaking out, Paul Goldschmidt, D-backs. Blue, Anthony Rendon, Nationals. Adrian Beltre and Nelson Cruz. Buster Posey, Jason Hayward, Joe Mauer. Fired up, Yadi Molina, Cardinals. Aaron Hicks, Ray Halladay, and Starlin Castro. Nick Swisher, Mike Zunino, Yu Darvish, Mike Trout, Stars, Angels. Big Poppy, Chris Archer, and Chase Headley. Carlos Gomez, Mike Leake, Mr. Met, Blue Kyle Seager, Mariners. Craig Kimbrell, Willen Rosario, and Jose Reyes. C.J. Wilson, Alex Rios, Taiwan Walker. Celebrations, Bryce Harper, Nats. Howie Kendrick, Evan Gattis, and Chase Utley. Brett Gardner, Elvis Andrews, Lance Lynn. Breaking out, Jay Bruce, Reds. Bobby Parnell, Adam Jones, and James Paxton. Edwin Encarnacion, Andrew McCutcheon, Kyle Loesch. Fired up, John Lester, Red Sox. Blue, Tony Cingrani, Reds. Jared Weaver and J.J. Hardy. Cole Hamels, Yasiel Puig, Tyler Skaggs. Stars, Felix Hernandez, Mariners. Chris Medlin, Andrelton Simmons, and Tony Cingrani. Justin Upton, Xander Bogaerts, rookie. Hisashi Iwakuma. Billy the Marlin, Jonathan Papelbon, Uehara, and Matt Moore. Nick Franklin, Carlos Ruiz. Celebrations, Jonas Cespedes. Chris Archer, Blue, Rays. Austin Jackson, Adam Dunn, and Jose Iglesias. Hanley Ramirez, Clay Buckles, Joey Votto. Stars, David Wright, Mets. V. Mart, Jared Cosart, and Carlos Santana. Doug Fister, Kevin Gossman, Adrian Gonzalez, Orbit, Hunter Pence, Mark Teixeira, and Yevgeny Gallardo. Ryan Howard, Jeff Samardzija, Nick Castellanos, Jason Hayward breaking out. Evan Longoria, Jed Gierko, and David Price. Manny Machado, Dustin Pedroia, and Jason Greeley. Dustin Pedroia, Stars, Red Sox. Mariano Rivera, Joe Nathan, and Matt Latos. Derek Jeter, Tory Hunter, Mark Trumbo, Screech, Nats. Miguel Cabrera, Patrick Corbin, and Carl Crawford. Brian Dozier, Yanel Escobar. Celebrations, Freddie Freeman. Jose Dez Iglesias, Tigers blue. Pedro Alvarez, Ryan Braun, and Michael Kadire. Ben Revere, Alfonso Soriano, Zach Wheeler. Breaking out, Yoenis Cespedes, A's. Kyle Seager, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Christian Yelich. Will Myers, Matt Harvey, Ian Desmond, Eric Hosmer, fired up. Nate Schuerholz, Albert Pujols, and Matt Davidson. Aroldis Chapman, Mike Trout, Junior Lake. Chris Davis, opening day Stars, Orioles. Chris Medlin, blue, Braves. Eric Hosmer and Shelby Miller. About 7 packs to go. Starling Marte, Jose Altuve, John Lester. Mariner Moose, Carlos Gonzalez, Strauss, and Matt Cain. Nolan Arenado, Trevor Plouffe, Josh Donaldson. Paul Goldschmidt, celebrate. Jose Bautista, Jofer, and Chris Davis. Ubaldo Jimenez, Andre Rienzo. Breaking out, Joey Votto. Starlin Castro, Cubs blue. Jimmy Rollins, Clayton Kershaw, and Will Middlebrooks. Alex Gordon, Matt Holliday. Yonder Alonso, fired up, Tigers, Justin Verlander. Johnny Gomes, Carlos Beltran, and Cliff Lee. Yoenis Cespedes, Troy Tulowitzki, Julio Teheran. Stars, Yasiel Puig, Dodgers. Yordano Ventura, rookie, Martin Perez, and Mike Napoli. Napoli ever after. Paul Goldschmidt, Shin-Soo Choo, Jeremy Hellickson. Wally the Green Monster. Justin Verlander, Tigers blue. Todd Frazier and Sonny Gray. Last pack of the day. Brandon Belt, James Shields. Coco Crisp. Celebrations, Brewers, Aramis Ramirez. Greg Holland, Tim Lincecum, and Andrew Lambeau. That's it. 4 boxes. Darren Son. And one of the shortest recaps in league history. Photo variations, Yankees, Brian McCann, and David Ortiz, Red Sox. All right, guys, these are all shipped out. Tomorrow's Sunday, so Monday morning they'll go out. You get all the cards, this big stack here. Okay, what else? Other breaks today. Upper Deck Hockey, right there. Those 3 are our last hockey in-house. Those will go later today. SP Authentic Basketball, we'll do those, 3 of those tonight. And then later tonight, Flair Showcase Hockey ends, but that won't break till tomorrow morning, but it ends tonight, breaks tomorrow morning. We're calling it the breakfast break. We did it this morning, it went pretty well. I'll put this on YouTube. There's one more opening day break. We got 4 boxes left. It'll be Monday afternoon, 4 Central. Thanks for joining, guys. I'll see you later today. If I don't talk to you before tomorrow, or see you before tomorrow, Happy Easter.